And we are recording in FL Studio. Let me just open up the tablet so I know what the fuck I'm gonna say during this freaking podcast so I don't fucking drift off into my fucking rants again and turn a 45-minute podcast into like a freaking hour-long jumble of words. All right, clap, sync, everybody. Hello, everybody. What is up? It is Stan the Man. Welcome back to another Stan the Man podcast. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing really well. It is Sunday, the 3rd of October, 2021. We have officially. I gotta get in close to the microphone for this one. We have officially begun Spooktober. Damn, son, where'd you find this? I have no idea why I did that. I think I made like the best preset in FL Studio right now. You know, after playing around with EQing, sound compression and stuff like that, I think I found like the perfect balance to have like the clarity of voice and everything. You know, keep everything nice and level, and also give that classic radio DJ sound. I'm a big fan of that like compressed noise. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I sound a little bit more like a radio host right now. Like, hey. Good morning, WKC. I don't know, fucking good morning, WKCM 95.6 FM. Okay, it is your host and the man over here coming to you live from beautiful San Diego, California, or whatever the fuck generic radio station. I don't know. I gotta work on like my. I think I might have to start working on my announcer voice for the podcast and stuff like that, because some people genuinely enjoy it. I think it's a bit of a chore to maintain because that's my tour voice. That's literally the voice that I put on whenever I gave like tours to anybody at the back in my own job. Like, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Adirondack National Park. I'll be your tour guide today. Stance on. Just. I used to love doing that, but then as the enthusiasm started to turn more and more fake, oh my freaking god! I just wanted to say good morning. Go fuck yourselves. Nah, but you can't say that. You can't fucking say that. All right, so let's see what the fuck I was gonna talk about during this podcast. All right, introductions. Okay, what the fuck have I been doing since the last podcast? Okay. Now, since the last podcast, well, I don't know, since these last few podcasts in general, I have been running a lot more. I'm trying to run 10 kilometers in less than 15 minutes. And today I achieved that. I ran 10 kilometers in 49 minutes and 37 seconds. So that was great. And I didn't have to run like that high of a pace. I can't remember my pace exactly. Okay, but since I started running a lot more, I've been losing some weight a lot more quickly, despite my efforts in the gym and stuff like that. So I had to like kind of restructure my diet, like to maintain my body weight, like pre-run. Back in the day, I used to run like maybe max twice a week, but right now I'm running about 4 times a week, including the runs that we do at work, right? So we've been doing a lot of cardio and stuff like that to make sure our cardiovascular conditioning and endurance is in tip-top shape when we're back in Curacao, so we can fucking slam this corporal shit and get it out of the fucking way already. But that's a bit off for now. So I've been running a lot more, and that has resulted in me losing literally 3 kilos in the span of 2 months. Okay, 3 kilos is about what, 6.6 pounds? And, you know, at first I was trying to stay within like the 3,000 to 3,200 calories per day range, but I've noticed that that's simply not enough. I was losing weight. So right now I amped it up to about 3,500 calories. Yeah, I amped it up to about 3,500 calories per day this is how I mostly eat during the day. I have 3 huge meals and some snacks in between to make sure I get those 3,500 calories in my system and hit certain macros. You gotta make sure you gotta make sure you're hitting enough proteins, fats, carbs, but also don't forget your vitamins. You also have to include. Okay, I'm gonna speak closely into the microphone. Do not forget to eat your fucking vegetables. You're an adult. Act like it. Like, it surprises me how many people just do not like eating. There's nothing wrong with fucking eating vegetables. You just don't know how to cook. You just don't know how to cook. I spent like the whole day. I just spent like the whole day meal prepping for the entire fucking week. I made freaking curry chicken. Yeah, I made curry chicken and Indonesian bami goreng. It's basically nasi goreng, but you just make it with mie or bami, which is like Indonesian noodles and stuff like that. with a side of steamed broccoli. It's not exactly traditional. Usually, I would make it with some fried string, with some not fried snow peas, or I don't know what they're called. I think they're called string beans in English. I don't know. We call them spaghetti bone, and we would just cook that up, and I would serve that with a little bit of homemade peanut sauce, and that would have been my lunch for the week. For breakfasts, yes, I made my breakfast in advance. Even though I love cooking breakfast, I simply don't have the time. I wake up at around 5 o'clock to get my shit together, in order to get my shit together and still get to work on time, right? So, and I can't eat early in the morning. All right, I've tried doing that. I've tried fucking having small meals, but not if I wake up before 7 a.m. I am basically shoving food down my throat because I am not. It does not want to stay down. I remember, yeah, during okay. Okay. Spoiler alert: we went on some rucks during these last couple of weeks. Okay, and we woke up extra early for those rucks. Usually our day starts at 06:25, 06:25, but not our days started at 05:30. And trying to eat breakfast after waking up earlier than you usually do is fucking miserable, man. Just trying to shove down a bowl of cereal. Yes, I tried eating cereal and I had trouble. I nearly threw up having trouble like packing it down. So it's literally better for me to like skip breakfast at that time. Make sure I drink something with plenty of calories. Do the ruck, go back to base, and at that point it's like maybe 8 or 9 a.m. That's still breakfast time, so I'll have my breakfast at around 8 or 9 a.m. Just a couple of hours after I've woken up at that point, right? And the breakfast that I made for this week is actually a thick frittata. So yeah, so I'm taking some frittatas with me to work to reheat. Maybe I'll reheat. Maybe it'll let me use a toaster or something so I can toast some whole wheat bread with that. And that's my breakfast. Lunch is going to be the curry chicken with the bami goreng, and dinner is going to be some meatballs along with some rice. Tomorrow I'll cook up the rice like. It literally takes me 15 minutes to cook up rice for the entire fucking week. So yeah, I'm trying, but that's still enough for me to hit like those and hit about 3,500 calories per day. So that's what I'm shooting for, 3,500 calories per day. And I'm gonna keep eating. Well, I'm looking down at my notes in here. I'm gonna keep eating like that for about, I'd say about 6 weeks. And if I notice a plateau, so if I notice that I don't lose any more weight, that means all right, good. That's my new those are my new maintenance calories. And if I want to make back the weight that I already lost, I have to add at least between 200 or 500 calories to that and gradually get the weight back. It is very difficult for me to fucking gain weight. Yeah, I'm no Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm no fucking Terminator, right? But you can definitely consider me a fucking gym rat, okay? But people have this assumption that when I tell them, yeah, I work out and stuff like that, they think that, oh no, you're trying to be huge, you're trying to get muscle, you're trying to get big. Although that might be a great byproduct. Yeah, that might be a great byproduct. No, I don't do that, okay? Being huge takes a lot of food for me, and eating a lot of food is a great way to become homeless where I live. Okay, to give you some food, the prices of foodstuffs here on the island is ridiculous in comparison to many other places that I've been to in the world. I got up. Oh God, come on, get up. There you go, Sally, coño. I had to burp. I had to get it out of me. To give you some perspective, okay, the price of one avocado here is enough to buy a small bag of avocados in the Netherlands. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? Okay, what I'm trying to say is food costs a lot. Okay, and oh man, I remember at my head, there was a time where I was seriously consider like becoming a bodybuilder. I was eating nigh on 4,000 calories a day, sometimes even 4,200 calories a day, and working out twice a day. At my heaviest, I was 82 kilograms. Yeah, I might pull up, Jamie, pull that up. Pull up a picture of me next to my fucking brother or some shit. I was 82 kilograms, but I was also eating nearly 4,000 calories per day. And for the job that I had at the time, it was simply not sustainable. It wasn't sustainable for me to eat that much, okay? And especially even with supplementation and stuff like that, I don't know. It wasn't it wasn't like fucking sustainable. And I noticed that my even though my strength was up, my endurance was freaking terrible, especially on like leg days and stuff like that. Whenever I had to do like heavy squats and stuff like that, I noticed that I was getting way out of breath way too quickly. Okay, so I settled on, well, what you fucking see now. I'm not huge, but at least I know I can do up anybody in gym class. What do I mean by that? All right, I train for a balance of strength and endurance. The regimen that I have right now is I do 3 full body workouts per week, hitting the entire body. Some days is more lower body focus. I just smacked my thighs. Zangief used to crush bad guy between my thighs. No. So anywho, so some days I would focus on upper body, some days I would focus on lower body and stuff like that. But the main focus on all those workouts were usually revolved around heavy compound movements. All right, powerlifting styles. Okay, oh man, the deadlifts, squats, bench. I don't do that much bench pressing anymore because not because it hurts, but my chest is like very responsive. I don't want them to like I already look disproportionate as hell. So I just usually settle for push-ups. Oh yeah, I also do like a mix of calisthenic exercises, a lot of pull-ups because those are the basic. I like having functional strength. Okay, those are the basic exercises that you need. I would say to not only develop a semi decent physique, but also to develop that core strength for carrying heavy stuff. Especially, and core strength is extremely important, especially if you're running longer distances or if you're going to carry a heavy load over long distancing, rucking, etc. So yeah, so as I mentioned before, we've been running a lot more. Yeah, we've been running a lot more these days and to keep in shape, making sure everybody is like in shape for when we head back to Curacao, right? And another thing that we had to do is we swim. So every Tuesday and every Thursday, we usually swim at the Savaneta pool here. And this time, our corporal wanted to do something different. We did open water swimming, and we've done that plenty of fucking times before. But usually, we would swim for like maybe a kilometer at best. Fucking last week was the first time in my 23 years of being alive that I swam 3 fucking kilometers. All right. And look, I'm a decent swimmer. I'm not bad. I'm not terrible. I'm not great. I am decent. Okay. I swim at least once per week on my own just to maintain and improve my endurance in the water. But after this, now, I'm going to be honest. After this, fuck the ocean, man. I don't know how long we were in the water for, but it got to a point where you just do not want to taste salt anymore. You literally get tired of fucking salt. And it got to a point where it felt like my fucking tongue was falling apart. It felt like my tongue was turning into freaking. If you ever like bitten into those KFC biscuits and how it just freaking falls apart in your mouth, like that's exactly what my tongue started to feel like. I feel like after a bit, I'm like, why is this happening? Oh god! And there was a certain point where like the only time I nearly drowned laughing. So where we swam, it was like in this channel between 2 islands, right? Um, So there's this dude. Okay, I'm in front with the other guys again. There's this freaking dude way in the back. I don't know who. I just hear him. He's like. I just hear him scream way in the back. Hey yo, where the bottom at? And we just fuck. I just start fucking dying in the water. Like I'm laughing and choking, just trying not to drown. That's how much he's making me laugh. It has been 13 minutes. I'm gonna like stop the camera for a bit, pause, have a drink of water, and we will continue on this segment before my camera shuts off on its own. Let me just pause this. All right, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, for those who are watching on the YouTube version, you probably noticed that I have changed into a hoodie. One, this hoodie is comfortable and when I fucking went to get a drink of water, all right, I don't know, I freaking swallowed too hard or some shit, and I fucking choked and coughed on the water, and it just fucking spilled all. I think there's still some on my freaking cheek, on my fucking chin. Christ alive. I had one fucking job, and I can barely function enough to drink a glass of water. God damn. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, fuck the ocean. That's where I was. Yeah, fuck the ocean. And if you enjoy it, fuck you too. No man, but I could barely move my arms at that point. That's how long we've been swimming. We've been swimming for. Okay, and that eventually we finally make it back. Yeah, we finally fucking make it back, and I just felt like shit the whole day. I don't know if it was because the salt or some shit. I just felt like shit the whole fucking day. Like no matter how much I ate, I still felt tired. No matter how much coffee I drank, I still felt tired. No matter how much water, this was the worst part. No matter how much water I drank throughout the day, I still felt insanely thirsty. No matter how much I eat, no matter how much everything, I just felt like shit. How the fuck did Rolly Baslik made it not only all the way to Venezuela? How did the fucker make it all the way back is beyond me. You just get to a point where you do not want to see water anymore. Okay, for those who don't know, Rolly Baslik is a very famous swimmer here on the island. He fucking swam from the island to Venezuela. Not only that, the fucker decided to swim back as well. That's over 30 kilometers of freaking Naswa. Fuck that. Yeah, bruh. Fuck that. All right. And I tend to overdo shit, but not like that. Okay. Nah, but that is fucking true. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's like one, I don't know, fucking, if there's like one toxic trait, I'm gonna like quotation toxic or some shit. I don't know. People are tossing. I don't know. A lot of people my age who wear self-diagnosed mental diseases on their profile, like freaking medals on a goddamn uniform. They fucking refer to this as toxic and such. They've been to like fucking one therapy session, and they think they have condensed like fucking 8 years of psychology school to like that, like they fucking know everything. Anywho, fuck it. There I am going on those fucking stupid ass rants of mine again. Anywho, one trait that I would consider fucking toxic is that I tend to ignore every human being, no matter how much you try and stuff like that. Every single human being has a check engine light. What do I mean by this? Your body has a way of telling you that what you are doing is stupid, and it has a way of shutting you down mid stupid. All right. Okay. I tend to like freaking ignore my check engine light and keep going. Now that I think about that, I do the exact. Not I don't only do the exact same thing to myself. I do the exact same thing to my fucking car too. Have you ever had that? You're freaking driving down the highway, and all of a sudden your car starts making like a weird noise, but instead of addressing it, you're like, nah, it sounds expensive, so you like fucking crank up the volume. Highway to hell. Like you're freaking driving a car and go and you fucking crank up the music, and it's fucking Led Zeppelin. It's freaking Led Zeppelin's The Levee or something. I don't know. You fucking heard that song. I can't believe I don't remember that song. It's a freaking great song, but I can't remember the name. If it keeps on raining, the levee's gonna break. I fucking love that song. I gotta listen to it before I go to bed. But nah, I don't. Christ, I freaking blocked that out in the sense that I don't like giving up even when it's fucking good for me. And that shit, that shit has nearly oh Christ. Well, yeah, I have like this mentality. I'm not stopping, especially especially when I'm doing something strenuous. Okay, like oh man, I will literally feel like this is like the shit that's going to if I can fucking talk. This is shit that's gonna like go through my mind at that moment. Okay, either I finish what I'm doing, either I see this through to the end, or I die. Both are equally good options. Like. It already happened in Curacao. We just came out of COVID. I should have just freaking raised my hand and said, "Who wants to go on patrol?" I should have just raised my hand and said, "Nah, I'm not feeling well." Stayed behind. Nah, decided to go out. Had a fucking heat stroke. Okay, doctor recommended me to stay at base. I decided to head back in the field. Bam, Bell's palsy. The right side of my face did not fucking work anymore. Whenever I take selfies, I still see this eye is a bit like lazier than fucking usual. Anywho, after fucking nearly dying of heat stroke and having fucking half my face paralyzed in Curacao, you think I'd learn my lesson? Ladies and gentlemen, you'd be wrong, okay? Let me tell you about this little thing called rucking. For those who don't know, rucking, or what we call Mars, essentially means that you walk long distances with all your gear. And with us, that weighs anywhere between about 45 pounds to 70 pounds, which is about like 35 kilograms, between like 20 kilograms to 35 kilograms, right? So the overall goal as to why we are rucking again right now, it's because, well, we have to go back to Curacao to finish our corporal opleiding, right? To become corporals, to become, we call it onderofficier. Onderofficier. I don't know what they're called in English. I should definitely look that up. Anywho, one of the things that we have to do is that we have to walk 25 kilometers with everything, our gear and everything. And that's going to be anywhere between about 25 to 35 kilos. So me trying to become the fucking overachiever that I try to become, I think because I fucking failed massively at school, like whenever I try to do anything else right now, I just try to massively overcompensate because freaking... Oh man, the LT thought it was a good idea to add rucking to our training schedule, which it is. It's a great idea, okay? Because rucking is not something that you're exactly like training endurance for. It's like you're building mental endurance, so that you are mentally prepared for this strenuous task of just fucking walking. All right, I love the military. I love everything about it, but they tend to take the simplest of things and ruin it. How the fuck do you ruin walking? All right, freaking strap on a backpack that weighs about as much as a fucking midget on your freaking back and walk for eternity. Walk till your feet till your freaking feet bleed. That's basically how they ruined it. I don't know. Anywho, the basic idea was to walk with the minimum required weight, and the minimum required weight is 20 kilograms. Okay. During the fucking last ruck, I did some freaking Power Ranger shit. I packed everything the way I usually pack to go on the field week, okay? Plus a few extra weights. They fucking weigh the damn thing, and it's fucking 32 kilos. That's 12 kilos above the minimum required. All right? All right. Okay. I thought, you know what? It wasn't going to be that bad. I walked with 32. I walked with 36 kilos. I walked with 40 kilos before. It wasn't going to be that bad. Spoiler alert, it was that fucking bad. At like freaking 6 kilometers in, like, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Not like, no joke. I started falling behind the group. All right, I was able to maintain pace, but I was able to maintain pace. Like I wasn't falling behind and like freaking stopping and stuff like that, but I was falling behind the group because it got to a point where no matter how fucking much I swung my feet, they just felt way too fucking heavy. Anyway, we fucking made it. It was okay, but goddamn, I should have just went with like maybe 25, 26 kilos instead of going way above the minimum required. But Jesus Christ. You think I'd learn? You think I learned after fucking nearly dying a couple of times? But nah, I don't fucking do that. I don't fucking do that. Oh man, for a fucking second, I'm pretty sure I looked like a fucking banged up Volkswagen Beetle hunched who just fucking came back to life, but instead of freaking driving everywhere, just fucking hobbled on his legs, on his fucking back tires, just trying to fucking sneak. You ever seen like that? You ever seen like Tom and Jerry, like, I don't know, a Tom and Jerry episode, okay? All the cats are in this fucking weird ass car and they change gears. There's like fucking, there's, drive, reverse, and there's sneak, and the car just beep. Okay, imagine that sped up. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what the fuck I looked like. Or like a freaking retarded Ninja Turtle. Or like a fucking retarded Ninja Turtle just struggling to move forward. How many minutes do I have left on the camera? I think I have like a bit more than 2 or 3 minutes. I'm not sure. The light hasn't gone out yet. Should I stop for a bit? I don't know. I'm going to wait until like the light stops, but I don't know. Is that what it takes to be a man in general? Stop. Does I think is that does it's a genuinely important question, especially right now in this day and especially right now with this day and age with political correctness, freaking pushing us in directions that we shouldn't really go in. Okay, political correctness, okay, fucking cushioning us from the harsh realities of the world and stuff like that. What does it truly mean to be a man these days? Does it mean, okay, does being a man simply mean becoming a provider or a leader? Does it simply mean going above and beyond what others would have given up a long time ago? Does it mean going through physical, mental, emotional pain just to reach a certain goal? I don't know. I don't know too much about. I don't know. I don't know too much about it. People saying I'm being. Maybe that's what it fucking takes. I don't freaking know. I've been through it so many goddamn times. You ever heard of the story of the Tower of Babel? Okay, it's an interesting story. It's an interesting story. It's in the book of Genesis. It's in the book of Genesis, which is in the Bible. To summarize, all right. To summarize, mankind aspired to build a tower so fucking high that they would eventually meet God. God, understandably, wanted to be left the fuck alone. Decided, you know what, I don't want that to fucking happen, okay? And so he devised like this most convoluted fucking plan ever. Instead of destroying the tower right there, fucking, Old Testament type shit. He decided, you know what, fucking everybody speaks a different language now. There were so many different languages that the builders of said towers could not communicate with one another and thus could not finish the tower. And all the people who spoke all the different languages went about the different parts of the world and eventually formed the countries that we know today. I don't know. One thing that you could take away from that fucking story is if there's too many ways of fucking especially like today, with so many ways of expressing yourself, communicating and stuff like that, it's easy to get lost within all of it to the point where a simple question, to a point where a simple question like what does it take to be a man, the answer is just lost. Literally just lost within a sea of different fucking shit that doesn't even freaking matter. I don't know where the fuck I read that from. I don't know. It just fucking crossed my mind for a little bit. I think yeah, is it one of them? I think, yeah, it's, I don't know if y'all can see it back there. There's a book called Hard Times Create Strong Man by Stephen Arnio. It's a really great book. He makes a couple of points in there that I don't 100% agree with, but still, it's a fucking great book that offers perspective, especially right now. Oh man, especially right now when we live in a fucking we are living in a time where there's a fucking epidemic of fucking man babies, right? All right, where they follow their feelings instead of fucking logic. I don't freaking get it, man. I really don't. You know what the fuck I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. Freaking skinny bearded. Ah, shit. Well, fuck, I'm one of them now. But fucking skinny, bearded, barista, expensive coffee drinking, communistic, hippy dippy, dodge the draft bullshit. My freaking God. We've strayed a long way from the people of just imagine that for a little bit. Okay, I'm talking. It's really weird because I have friends, okay, people I know, okay, I wouldn't call them friends. People I know, they hear like the things that I've gone through and say, no, what they're doing, they're abusing you, man. You're being abused for the patriarchy. No, I'm not. This is something that I chose to do because I was unhappy in something previous and I had nothing else to do. It was literally like a leap of faith. Oh my God, the computer. Oh, no. Okay, please don't tell me you paused. Please do not tell me you paused. You're still recording? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes, it's still recording. All right. That fucking scared me for a little bit. Oh, my God. My camera went out. Okay, now you decided to go. You fucking piece of garbage. I'm back, man. But nah. Christ alive. Like, after you go through shit like that, you start looking at freaking normal people. Not normal people, people who just go about their everyday fucking lives complaining about the most mundane of things. I swear to Christ, we are at a point where we are seeing a freaking multiplication of garbage. What happened to the freaking dudes who lied about their age to storm the beaches of fucking Normandy? It came together to fight against something. I don't know. I don't know. I think I might just be reading too much. I think I might just be reading too much into them. Like, you can't fucking say that. That's mean. I'm like, fucking seriously? I'm not saying this shit to be mean. I am saying this shit because it's true. The fact that you think is mean, the fact that you think that what I'm saying is mean, and also the fact that you are saying it out loud, just tells me, I don't know, it just lets me know that you weren't beaten up as a kid. What do I mean by this? Okay, you were sheltered way too much. How do I know I was a fucking sheltered kid? Even though I've been through it, I remember I got my ass kicked in front of the whole goddamn school of Maria Colegio one time. I don't know, but still, in comparison to I got way too freaking sheltered as a freaking kid. And I don't know, I let that weakness overtake me. And this weakness created this freaking world around me, this fucking fake reality that I was cushioned from the harsh realities of the world around me. And when that fucking reality check finally came, when that freaking reality check finally freaking came, I was halfway on the road to becoming a fucking loser. And I'm looking around, people are doing the exact same fucking thing. I mentioned this in the freaking last podcast, all right? We live in a freaking sheep-ass society right now. People, they prefer to become fucking popular instead of discussing the truth. All right? And you want to know what the fucking truth is? All right, we as fucking millennials, we have the we're not. I used to fucking firmly believe that my generation, our generation, millennials, Gen Z, Zoomers, whoever the fuck you think we are, I used to believe that we were the ones who were gonna change this world for the better. But now I'm looking at this shit right now, like fucking. The world isn't going to change for the better. We're going to fucking run it to the ground. We're going to fucking create hard times for ourselves. And eventually, during those hard times, it's only the strong people will have to teach themselves how to be strong again. But fucking hell, I don't know. Why? It ties into like this fucking question, like why are so I make jokes about fucking suicide and shit like that all the goddamn time, all right? Freaking why are so many people my age so unhappy? They would say, no, they would freaking say, oh no, it's because we can't afford the lives that our parents lived. We can't afford the housing. We can't afford that. Afford. And so fucking what? You can't control what life throws at you, but you can actually control how the fuck you're gonna react to it. All right? You either adapt or die. Okay, let me give you a fucking another reality check over here. All right? Some of us are street smart. Some of us are book smart. Some of us, we're not clever at all. We're just really fucking stupid. There is no way around that. Okay? But rather than fight your weaknesses and complain about it, accept them from what they are and try to fucking move on. You adapt or die. The world is not going to cater to your goddamn weakness. It's not going to cater to your fucking feelings, all right? You as a person, doesn't matter if you're a man, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, Asian, freaking straight, gay, bisexual, non-binary, binary, lesbian, transgender. I can't even fucking name them all. All right. Okay. As long as you're a person, at the end of the day, the decision on how to deal with the current situation is up to you. So what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You're gonna fucking sit there and complain on Twitter, Tumblr, or whatever, with your fucking self-diagnosed mental illnesses? Or are you actually gonna fucking stand up, be a goddamn man, or whatever, and fucking do something about it? I don't know. I'm going on a fucking rant over here. Like I'm sick and tired of seeing people just complaining about shit that I don't know what I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. At the same time, you have to look at it from their perspective, right? I haven't lived their lives. I haven't been through what they've been through, if they've been through anything at all. Everybody interprets things in different fucking ways. And the way they're interpreting it, I think is just all fucking wrong. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. Then again, who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I to change however the fuck people think? I'm just a 23-year-old. Holy shit. I just realized something. It's my birthday in 2 fucking weeks. I'm going to be 24 years old in a bit. Yeah. 24 years old. I got my apartment, a job, a car. I made it. Yeah, I'm proud of myself for doing that. Fucking, what the fuck is this episode going to turn into? I just know when I'm looking at my calendar right now. Okay, when my fucking birthday rolls around, I'm gonna forget about it. It's a Wednesday, so I'll probably go to work anyway. Yeah, I'll definitely end up going to work anyway, because I'm pretty sure if we're gonna do anything that day, like running and stuff like that, I don't want to miss it. I want to stay in shape. I am the type of person to forget my own fucking birthday, not because I'm busy and shit, because I'm I'm antisocial. I remember my last fucking birthday. When I turned 23, I made one post on Facebook and I deleted Facebook off my phone for that one fucking day. Didn't see any of the fucking notifications till like 2 days later. And it was kind of bad because people tried calling me on Messenger but because since I fucking deleted Facebook and Messenger, I never fucking picked up. So I just seemed like to me, it was like kind of like a social media cleansing, but to other people, I was just being like an antisocial asshole. Oh man. Christ alive, but I don't know. I ran through everything else in this goddamn podcast that I've been freaking saying that I wanted to fucking say. It's 37 minutes. I think I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I'm gonna fucking start running my yap until I reach like fucking 40 minutes. And we got 3 minutes. No, actually, we got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, folks. The clock is running. Oh man, I am tempted to download TikTok. That'd be the fucking everybody I know, including my fucking employer, the Royal Dutch Marine Corps, has a fucking TikTok. All right, just try to fathom that for a second. All right, an elite fighting force of the Netherlands is using the same social media site that middle schoolers use to post the fact that they fucking stole a soap dispenser from their freaking high school because, I don't know, their mom didn't hug them enough as a kid. Or maybe they hugged them a bit too much. I don't fucking know. Christ alive. All my freaking heroes are going, even fucking Liam. Liam got a fucking, oh man, Christ alive. That should not have upset me the way it upset me. But when I'm freaking scrolling through Facebook, I'm looking down and I see that Liam freaking posted that he has made a TikTok account. Dude, if you ever, I haven't seen Berserk, but I know Guts' theme. Okay, that's the first thing that fucking went through my head. I just fucking heard Guts say, "Whoa, whoa." Oh man, my neighbors are probably thinking I'm insane. I'm probably doing drugs in here, freaking screaming by myself. But nah, I'm just reading a freaking podcast to people who listen to it, I guess. I don't fucking know. Oh man, but at the same time, I would be lying if I say I wasn't tempted to make a TikTok, all right? But freaking, it makes sense that some people, okay, from a business perspective, especially if you're a creative individual and you have like a band and stuff like that, you want to find ways to promote yourself, okay? And the market is always changing, okay? Always changing. Back then it was YouTube with like freaking 20-minute long videos, and then all of a sudden 11 minutes is like the thing. Right now, even YouTube is starting to capitalize on our fucking short attention span with its feature called Short. So it makes sense. Instead of posting your whole song, why not fucking post a small snippet of it on TikTok with a freaking with a freaking music, with just a clip of the music video to get people interested. It makes sense from a business perspective. But come on, bro. It's TikTok, for crying out loud. Oh, Christ. There's another podcaster here on Aruba. I should like watch his shit. I really do. And I used to go to school with this guy, Mauro. He made a podcast that is blown in it has blown up completely, and I'm very impressed. It's called Self-Making. I'm gonna be completely honest, I haven't sat down and watched an episode yet, but the fact that this dude freaking built it from the ground up is truly inspiring. And then eventually I saw that he invited someone that I talked a lot of shit about on this fucking channel. Freaking Gilmer Cruz. You know, I think it's Gilmer. I don't even remember their names. He's one of the Cruz bros. He's one of the fucking Cruz bros, okay? My camera fucking went out, but fuck it, we're gonna continue. I don't know. These guys really built something out of nothing. These guys built something out of nothing. I don't freaking know. I really should like sit down and fucking watch one of his podcasts. But right now, I really gotta stop. My camera's freaking out of memory right now. On YouTube, this is gonna look like a fucking mess. Anywho, guys, this is the end of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to stay safe, stay awesome, stay hydrated. Okay. If you like this video, if I can talk, if you like the video section of this podcast, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you can't find me on YouTube, you can find me on Twitch streaming. Okay. I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna stream, but I'm streaming Minecraft these days, so pay attention to that. Okay. This is Stan the Man signing off. Off.